So, had a little bit of an issue. That's not the issue. So, a little bit of an issue. The route that I usually take to get up to the Chuckery Trail, which is north of Akron, in order to get up here, I had to take a bunch of detours. So the road on the way to the Chuckery Trail, the road that I usually take into the park, is closed. It is closed to through traffic. So I had to Google it up, and I had to follow a map and follow a bunch of detours. And now I'm here, and I'm going to put my shoes on. So I don't normally wear my shoes. They are dirty shoes. These are my Nike Wild Horse. I like running trails in them. They have some pretty aggressive tread on them. They are very low profile. There's a little bit of cushioning in them, but they're pretty much zero drop. And I've tried a lot of different shoes. I've run in barefoot shoes, Vibram 5 Fingers. I've run in highly cushioned shoes. I've run in neutral running shoes. I've run in just your standard old Nikes. And these for trail running are so far my favorites. They have a close competitor, the Hoka One Speed Goats. They're trail running shoes. I love those too. So I have two pairs of shoes that I really enjoy for trail running. Since I'm just going a short distance today, I'm not gonna do like foot glide on my feet or anything, but if I was going for a really long trail run, I'd do foot glide on my feet, so that I don't get blisters and stuff in between my toes. So a little note on that detour. Since I had to take a detour, I'm not at the Chuckery Trail yet. The detour is going to end up adding a couple of miles onto what I originally planned on doing. So I am at the Highbridge. I'm at the Highbridge Trail head off of Front Street. And this is right around where the Gorge Trail is, like right down the street right behind me. So I'm going to take the Highbridge Trail, which is kind of a connector between the Gorge Trail and the Chuckery Trail. And when I get to the Chuckery Trail, I kind of let you guys see what's going on. I have my new pants on that I purchased from Bobby Joe. And we'll see how they perform while running. I'm not going to take a lot of stuff with me today. I'm not going to take water with me today. I'm not going to take a whole bunch of things. I'm not necessarily going to be running real hard for real long, so I'm just going to put some miles on my feet today and see how my ankle feels and just have a nice time out in nature. There is a restroom, hopefully, that is open down at the Chuckery Trail. I'm hoping that is open just in case I need a pit stop. That's one thing to think about if you're going to do any kind of trail running. Go on whatever website they have. So for Summit Metro Parks and Stark County Parks, they have website that you can go to. You can look up the trails. You can look up trail alerts, see if anything's closed down. A lot of times during the rainy season, things will get washed out if there's bridges or stream crossings. So occasionally trails will be closed, or portions of trails might be closed. Like today, I should have paid a little bit closer attention to the road alerts here in Akron, because that would have probably given me a good clue that I would have had to take a detour before I even got up here. So sometimes that just looking at those trail alerts and looking at those detours and information like that can help you avoid any kind of frustration when especially if you're kind of tight on time, if you're going to go hiking or running in the middle of the day. So today I don't really have anything else to do other than boot camp tonight, so I got all the time in the world to take a little bit of extra distance down the Highbridge Trail, and then I'm going to hit the Chuckery Trail. So I'll show you guys some of the cool features of those trails when we get to them. For right now, I'm going to run in my new pants and in some of my favorite shoes, and I'll see you on the trail. run my workout timer on my Fitbit. Keeps track of my heart rate and all that other kind of stuff. I don't use my GPS on my watch all that much, on my Fitbit watch all that much. So I'm still on the Highbridge Trail. I'm just gonna walk for, I don't know, 1.5 miles or so. Let my legs get moving. Before I start to run, when I hit the Chuckery Trail, I will do a little bit of stretching, probably stretch my calves out on the steps, and just kind of get myself in the mindset to kind of run a little bit. So my goal today is going to be to jog the flats, run the downhills, and hike the uphills. So I'm not going to put a ton of pressure on myself to run the entire time. Not quite there yet. It is not flat. It's flat right now. It's flat right now. But it won't be flat for a long time. The geese don't like it when you get close to their babies. They're mean. See? Look at them there. They're all hissing at me. Hissing at me. Yeah. You guys gonna see me get attacked by a goose. Woo! They're not friendly. Not friendly at all. I'm gonna try not to make eye contact. Not making eye contact. Not making eye contact. Don't get me, goose. I don't want your babies. Whew, that was interesting. That just got my heart rate up. You don't want to mess with a goose and mama's babies. So, like I said, I got my tracker running. My Strava tracker is running as well. So I will track my run on my Strava. Somebody asked me the other day if I always track it as a run, or if I use the hike function. I generally track my things as a run unless I'm walking only. So on my Strava, in the morning when I do my morning walk, when I am not running at all, I'm not hiking, it's just flat. If I went on a walk with my family somewhere, I would not use the run function. But I tend to use the run function when I go trail running, even though I'm hiking a good portion of it, partly because I like to be able to see the split paces for certain areas and certain segments there. So I like to use the run function. I never use the run and then the drop down menu for the race function unless I'm actually doing a race, because that kind of changes things a little bit. So the algorithms, how they keep track of things. So anyways, so yeah, running my trackers, walking the first little bit, not putting any pressure on myself, having fun. It's nice and cool out here, but it's not cold enough to put me in something long sleeve. And gonna be hitting some steps here in a second, so I'll give you guys a view of the steps. So this is why the Highbridge Trail is called the Highbridge Trail. Alright, so down there, I actually ran up here. That's the Cuyahoga River. I was almost level with that. And now here's the bridge. It goes all the way up there. That's a very high bridge. Let's see if we can get out so you can see this a little bit better. Trying not to cut anybody off. So there we go. The Highbridge Trail. Alright. So this trail comes down from Front Street. It's active. There's cars over top of me. Kind of a little unnerving, but you know, not too scary. This trail's been a little bit damp in spots, but not too bad. It's because there's a high side here and then the low side down there. So everything kind of, all the moisture rolls down this hill. So here we go. This is the connector down to the Chuckery Trail. So I have a gimbal that is on order with Amazon. I'm going to be real careful down these steps today. And when I get to the bottom of these steps, I'm going to stretch my calves out because I'm having a little bit of shin splinting today. So something always kind of pops up while you're out, or while I'm out at least. I think most runners are that way, most trail runners. most cyclists, you know, most weightlifters, you have little things here and there each and every day. You gotta, you know, not necessarily push through an injury, but if something's kind of uncomfortable, you just do the best you can. That's why I try not to put too terribly much pressure on myself. I'm not a professional athlete. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing it for fun, and I'm doing it for health and wellness and longevity over life. So it's not necessarily about the grind for me. It's about development of self and development of my own personal abilities, not competing with anybody else. So that was a good amount of steps. Guess what that means, friends? I'm going to be coming back up these steps at the very end of my run. I'm going to stretch my calves, and then we'll get to jogging. Here we go. I smell a skunk. He's nearby. I believe that this sign is about a third of the way up. And then there you go. And it keeps going after that bend. So I used to have to stop right here. I'm still jogging. I'm still out of breath. I'm going to try not to stop. I might be able to go faster if I just walk. But either way, I'm not going to stop. And it is rocky. There's a hill in the marathon. It is just like this. Almost there. Hello. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I used to have to stop up this hill.
You know where this goes?
Okay, so I made it. I ran all the way up, and I had a visitor, a greeter at the top. That man was very nice. Now my face is almost the same color as my Smash Fit shirt. Oh my goodness. I bet I went up that hill faster than I ever have. Like I said, I used to have to stop multiple times to get up that hill. I weigh about 85 pounds less now, largely in part from just being on my feet. Keeping track of my steps, staying accountable, eating well, like the stuff in the grocery haul, drinking my water, doing my exercises, trying to have a positive attitude, smiling, saying hi to people, trying to take care of myself. All right, I got a flat here for a little bit, and then I'm gonna be running downhill. So, that should be fun. All right, here it comes. It's gonna be shaky. But I ran all the way here. Well, not all the way here. I stopped to talk a little bit. All right, here comes downhill. I'm gonna have to pay attention to what I'm doing now. Just shorten my stride. Let gravity carry me a little bit. I try not to put the brakes on too much so that I don't have a ton of impact going in my knee. My foot's landing pretty much right under my hips, right under my body. I'm not landing right on my heel. I'm not landing right on my toe. Short, choppy steps. Downhill. Here's some more interesting infrastructure. Here we go. Still going downhill. This is one of my funnest downhill runs of all the trails I go on. I know it's a bit shaky, but I had to show it. Watch the roots. Sometimes you'll have washouts. Glad I took my allergy medication. Looking good. There's a little more technical stuff. Roots and rocks. Don't stub your toe. Oh, nice. This feels great. Didn't used to. And steps. Watch your step. I actually tripped down this one time. Okay. Now I'm done with the connector trail from the Chuckery Trail to the Highbridge Trail. Last thing I have to do is the steps before I'm on the straightaway back to the car. So I am going to attempt to jog up all of these steps. So I'm going to turn the camera around and you guys can come along with me. One more little step. The rocks first. My legs are burning. All done. Stay tuned for a plant tour update. One of my plants is flowering. Inside plants is flowering. One of my, not my new plants, one of my old plants from last year. So I'm very proud of that. And I'm gonna do a new plant tour, new video coming on Sunday of one of the first kind of like trail runs of the season. Josh and I had a lot of fun the other day. Yeah, stay tuned. I hope you all have a great day. Remember to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss another trail run. All right, have a great day. Bye.